How are you guys doing? Welcome in for your weekly dose of Trainer Talk Tuesday. So glad to have you guys in here with us. So we're going to get started on 6 ways to promote better sleep. Now, I believe it's 70 million Americans struggle with chronic sleep issues. So that's a lot of people, guys. A lot of Americans are having a hard time getting the rest that they need. And so that means that at one time or one point in your life or another, you have or you probably will struggle with getting quality rest. So most people kind of turn to man-made items, sleeping pills, things like that to try to mask over the signs and symptoms your body is trying to show and give you instead of just addressing the root problem. So we wanted to give you 6 ways, natural approaches that you can try to start promoting better sleep and even addressing some of the issues that may be causing your sleep issues in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Sleep's critically important. One of the main factors that we like to cover with all clientele, as you know, recharging with a good night's rest is one of our 5 components of wellness. So let's go ahead and jump in with number 1 here.
Yep, so guys, number 1 is to sun gaze. So this is the practice of looking directly into the sun. Now, obviously, don't be stupid about this, guys. Like, of course, when the sun is like at its peak, you're not supposed to look at it. So we're talking about like early sunrise or sunset, when the sun is not bright, when it's not harmful to your eyes, to go out and look at the sun and to practice meditation during that time, to have a time of quiet, maybe do some breath work. This is important for a lot of reasons. One, it can reduce stress, which can help with your sleep, but it can also reset your sleep cycle to get it more in tune with nature, which is where we're really supposed to be. Our bodies are supposed to be in tune with the moon, they're supposed to be in tune with the sun, and just the natural, daylight versus, nighttime where it's dark outside. Our bodies are designed to be in direct cadence with that. So sun gazing can kind of reset that to get you back to where you need to be.
Right, guys. Sun, moon, critically important. That was one of the points I was going to touch on. So with that being said, I'm going to jump into number 2, which is planning ahead, guys. So getting things done in advance so that way you can relieve yourself of stress and just over congested thoughts on things that you know need to get done and not getting them done in a timely manner. That way you can free up your mind in your schedule, have more time to actually focus on getting more rest at night, just relieving your body of all of those things that, yes, are important and very critical and mandatory for you to do, but planning them ahead, doing them with a sense of priority and making it one of the, something that you get done early. Just get it done, get it out the way. It's a way to take a lot of those stressful thoughts, that emotion. It's kind of a way to relieve yourself of that. That way you can focus on something else. So you're just taking things off the plate, being more efficient with what you're doing. And it's kind of like meal prepping, guys. Getting these things done early so that way you can be ready to go when it is time to.
And if you have a personality like I do, where you're very much a type A personality, where you're a planner, and where maybe you have experienced waking up in the middle of the night and you're like writing down like ideas and visions that you have, like that's me. If you're someone that says things like, well, I just can't shut my brain off at night, this is going to be very critical and essential for you to make sure, like Nate said, that you're just getting it all out ahead of time so your brain can relax, because people who have this type of personality really struggle with this. So make sure that you are doing things according to your personality type and how you just know the way that you are, right? So make sure that you're planning for that. For some people, this may not be helpful at all, but for others, this could be life-changing.
Right, and number 3, guys, this is probably going to be one of the most critical ones here, definitely living in the modern age that we are now, is disconnecting, guys. Technology, as I always like to tell people, it's a gift and a curse. Yes, it makes life a lot easier. We're able to connect and communicate with people all over the world. We're able to promote businesses, start small businesses, all the things in that nature. but also it could be an inconvenience at other times as well, as far as making people more lazy, because now they can just depend on technology. As when you go out and cut the yard, you can just sit down on your motor or whatever it's called and drive and cut your grass now. Now you don't have to walk, get those steps, burn more calories, so on and so on. Sitting there flipping channels on the remote and all those things. Like just a lot of things that has kind of hindered us as a society, even though it has been extremely beneficial. So disconnecting and allowing yourself to, for the most part with this one, turn the TV off, put the phone down. I'm pretty sure if you guys know anything about technology, even in the most minute way, you know there's such thing as blue light. And what that does is kind of trick your brain into thinking that it's daytime. So that way you're not triggering those sleep hormones that take place, and your body is thinking that it should be awake, that it should be more active and in a productive state. So why don't we turn those phones off, turn that TV off, kind of like planning ahead as well. You can kind of tie it back to number 2. But guys, just disconnect from technology in particular here. Allow yourself to actually start to get in a state of resting, shutting your mind down, shutting your body down, turning off those phones so that way that blue light isn't tricking your brain into thinking that it's a certain time that it's actually not.
Yep, and that's perfect. Number 4 here, we're moving right along, is to dance. So you could say, you know, movement in general could help here. Now, obviously, play around with this, because some people, if you work out right before bedtime, it, you know, energizes you. Other people, they go right to sleep. But we're talking specifically about dancing. Movement in general is great to promote better sleep, but dancing specifically has been proven to really enhance the quality of sleep that you're getting. So it doesn't matter if you're a professional dancer, or I don't know, if you dance like Carlton off of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If you're just moving and dancing, and again, this is just like a form of stress relief. It makes us happy, and it starts to kind of wind us down. There's different type of dances that you can do, but just really moving your body in a consistent flowing manner is really going to help you get the rest that you deserve.
All right, guys, number 5, this might be my favorite one, but only use the bed for what it was created for. So we just talked about dance and moving and burning calories, kind of exhausting the body. Use the bed for what it was created for, guys. Sex first, sleep second. So that way, not only are you burning more calories, being more active, kind of wearing yourself down, but you get a release there as well, as we all know, and that is going to cause those endorphins and everything, so that you can start to get in a more rested state and get better sleep, guys. So use your beds, climb in that bed, take advantage of that bed, and use it for what it was made for.
And this also means, guys, don't eat in your bed, don't play video games in your bed, don't watch TV in your bed. You know, there's a lot of things that people do in their bed, and that's not what it was created for. So just use it for sleep and for sex. That's it. That's what it was made for. When you start incorporating these other things, it kind of gets messy as far as interfering with the quality of sleep you're getting. All right, and number 6, guys, the very last one we have for you is to eat more greens. There's a lot of directions that I can go with this, as far as just like eating a healthier, well-balanced diet is going to promote better sleep, especially if we're looking at like the timing that you do certain things to stabilize blood sugar levels and blood pressure levels, right? But in general, if you eat more greens, greens have magnesium in them, and magnesium acts as a natural sedative. So the more green leafy vegetables you can get in, the better your sleep is going to be. So make sure that you're incorporating those. They don't always have to be a salad. I know I hear people say that a lot, like, well, I don't want to eat a salad. And you know, you may not always be in the mood for a salad, but you can literally make, you know, collard greens as a side. You could incorporate greens in everything that you make, whether it's eggs or if you're having a side vegetables. We always throw green leafy vegetables in with our sides. If you're making a shake, throw them in. You're not gonna taste the difference anyway, so might as well load up and sneak them in pretty much everything that you're cooking. If you're sauteing anything, it will go with it. So just throw them in there. And I know you guys have, you know, that pack of, you know, spinach or salad mix in general that's like about to rot in the back. Grab a handful, throw it in whatever you're cooking tonight. I promise you, it's a great way to get in your greens without actually having to eat just a raw salad.
All right, guys, and those are your 6 ways to promote better sleep. So quick run through. Number 1, sun gaze. Get out there, enjoy that sun. Number 2, plan ahead. Go ahead and get things done early, free up some time later so you can focus on that sleep. Number 3, disconnect. Shut the technology down. Stop tricking your mind into thinking that it is still daytime versus nighttime. Allow your body to get in a rested state so that you can get some actual good recovery sleep. Number 4, dance, movement, activity, fun, all of those things. Get out there, do it. Number 5, only use your bed for what it was created for. And number 6, eat more greens. Green leafy vegetables to be exact, guys. And those are your 6 ways to promote better sleep. Thank you as always for tuning in with us here at Never Settle Fitness for our daily or our weekly Trainer Talk Tuesday. And anything else you want to add?
That's all, guys. We love you, and as always,
Never give up.
never lose hope.
And
Never
never
settle.
settle. All right, guys, you have a great rest of your week. And again, make healthy choices.